Hi, live again from quarantine. This is OT in the real world. I'm Lauren, an OTA, and this is Kim, an OTR. And we're going to kind of give you what we've been trying to do is small videos with tips and tricks that we're learning in distance learning. And Kim has one for us today.
Yeah, so last year I think we filmed a video where we went into the school supply closet and we looked at all the writing paper and we showed you what we do with it in an OT session to adapt it to our students. But now everyone's at home and I've tried to scan and send some paper and sometimes it doesn't go through the right way, and I know people don't have printers. It's been really challenging. So how would we make good writing paper out of just an ordinary piece of blank paper? So this is really great because you can adapt this to the particular needs of your students. So all we do is, the lighting is a little uneven here. Let's see, we take our plain old sheet of paper and we fold it in half the long way. And then guess what? We fold it in half again. And this is the part that's adaptable. I have some students that are writing on this size. So when we get to the writing part, you can take whatever I'm telling you and put it on any size that you need. But here's another half, and then you can even do it again. So now our paper is pretty narrow. This is where many of my students are, kinder, first, second, and there Lauren has a piece that's already filled out. So now the way we would target some writing is you can just have them copy a sentence right on this piece of paper. If there are sentence writers, you can open it, write a sentence on top, and have them copy it right below. So now they have a nice near point model. And the way this is working basically is that you're giving them the writing space you want them to write in. Because if you give them a whole big blank piece of paper, they're gonna write really huge. We all do it. But you're creating an embedded physical boundary for that writing that's going to help them kind of force them into controlling the size of the lettering. And then the technique that we often use is we tell our parents maybe to make dots. We usually use green for go, but dots across the paper where you are going to start the letter. So for many of the letters, it's at the top. But some letters like D, which is often a challenge for kids, your starter dot is in the middle. And then you write the letter and then you leave a blank one, and then you write the letter and leave a blank one. And the reason we do this is so that they trace one and write one, trace one and write one, so that they get the feel of forming the letter correctly and then trying it on their own. And then they go back to feeling it being formed correctly. Because sometimes when they're doing their trials on their own, they're getting a little off. So we want them to always, and leave them if you can space it correctly, leave them with a tracing one so that they're getting that nice feel, again, the motor memory of making the letter the correct way. So that is how we adapt it. And like I just said, you can adapt it to any size. So you can do half, quarter. And let's not forget that folding the paper is a great fine motor activity. So maybe your child needs help lining up the edges, but then you can have them pinch and pull across. Or if they need the support of the table, put it flat on the table. Maybe you're gonna work on finger isolation. Okay, push with your finger, go across. So there's lots of great opportunities there for just embedding lots of fine motor work. All right, well, we hope you find that helpful, and we'll see you again soon.
All right, see you next time. Thanks again, guys.